We'll just do a one voice check. We'll just start with the review, I think. Okay. Voice check. Voice check. Okay. It is good. So guys, during this, I will not read the chat. So I'm just writing in the chat. I will not read the chat. So I will not read chat today. And so guys, after let's just see. So I used to give the reviews during the live streams only, but today I'm just making from now on, whenever I just do a reviews of the game, I just make a new live stream for that game. And today, like after completing this game, achieving the platinum trophy and like doing everything 100%, I'm going to give my review of God of War Ragnarok. What do you say? So, about this game. So from the now point, I will start my review of the God of War Ragnarok. So I think God of War Ragnarok has God of War Ragnarok has insane graphics, and the graphics are literally incredible. And like the each realm in this game offers, I think it offers unique environment to them, which I really appreciated, because when I was playing the game, I just used to stand there for a minute and just appreciate those environments. They were like so dense and beautiful. Love the creatures in the game and everything, and in this game, and the designs of the characters in this game was like so also phenomenal to me. Like for they were so phenomenal. You can say for that, for Freya, for Heimdall, Odin, Thor, Sif, and the Valkyries, and the Norns, and the Lady Forge. And in this game, offers are this in this game, the game offers a lot of new characters also, and even with that, it doesn't fall. Like even from the start of the game, when Kratos was sitting in the cave, to the end of the game when giving the farewell to Brock, you are literally invested in like in each and every movement. The story doesn't fall at any point. At any point, literally, because this games has a lot of new characters also, even though they have a short period of screen time, but then also like they are still able to make an impression in your mind, in you, because of their personalities, their traits, and their designs and everything, and their performance also. My favorite performance in this game will be of like Freya, like with the scene. She has a scene with creators when she like freed her curse, and when they were like talking about like the expressions of Freya, and when she find her sword also, were like so good actually. So my favorite performance will be like of Freya in this game. Really love the performance of Freya and Kratos also. And I think my new favorite character in this game, I think, will be Heimdall, because I love the personality and the character of Heimdall a lot in this game. And like the each character you find in the story, like Lady Forge, Norns, the fate of this lands, and the scene between uh, the fates of this land when we go to meet the fate of this land. That the direction in that scene, literally when they visit the Norns, and when like Kratos is exiting and Nora saying we are enjoying your story. I just, for me, I think it's just reflecting upon the legacy of Kratos. First when the fates of Greek challenge him, okay, then now the Norns one. Even though the Norns one are better one than the Greek one, but when he was like walking up with the soundtrack and everything, was like it's giving me goosebumps, and it was just so hype moment for me. It was just reflecting on Kratos' legacy for me. That moment, I just love the references for the older games also, and it was also like good and sad at the same time, like to hear about the about his previous family, about Calliope and Lysandra and Demios, and there are like so many like iconic moments in these games also. And like I love how the game is very innovative in when you like get into the boss fight with Heimdall. You have to like find a way to like by on your own like to stun Heimdall so we can just continue the fight. That was so innovative for me, and I just really love that the bosses like the berserkers and the Kyun Gena one also, like they were like so fun to fight. They were hard, but it was so fun to find. I really love the design, and whenever like you progresses, when you like you defeated one berserker, you get like a story from a Mimir, like how Mimir visited them, and every time you how he was like how he despised them, and every time you defeated one, you get like a story of them like progressing, and when you like get to like meet the King Berserker, then how Kratos has become so wise, and how he was telling things to Mimir also, and really love the development of Kratos also, from the like as I'm the person who has grown with Kratos also from the older games to now, and seeing his development in this game was like so heart pleasing for me, and I just really loved that actually, and really love the Berserker boss fight. They were so fun and difficult. And one thing I want to point out, there was one more thing that was more innovative to me was like whenever you like dive to them like more and more to the Berserkers, like in one or like two chances, they actually change their patterns. For a first second, I thought it was a bug, but it was not, and it actually happened a lot, and I really liked that. That was so good, actually, so good. Uh, the soundtrack of this game is so incredible and so amazing to me. Now, actually, like after completed the game, also I used to like hear it every time. It is like so good, actually, so good. It matches with the game. It it is so good. Just want to say anything about it. It is just so good. I would just say that only. And I just love how they've improved the traversal from the previous game. They've even to like make it more fast, and like with like solving this traversal problem, they've like solved two problems. Like they've like added a new thing to the combat, like it enhances the momentum of the combat also, and like to like explore the area, it has made like very easy for the player to like it has make the explosion sorry not the explosion like the exploration for the player so much fun actually. And really like you were just able to like ride with the worlds and explore the area very fast. And in there are some side mission, I will not call them side missions also, but like the qualities of those missions are like I think I will say are on par with the main story, the mission. Like every mission in this game has like a rich quality to it. Like the one we released the creature in level 5, when they float in the sky, the big creatures, they were like so eye pleasing for me. And like everything, like when you like whenever the characters like Mime like told a story, or like it starts telling about a story, you know you just stop the game. You don't do anything, you just stop there and listen to them, because you have like a fear like you might skip them because entering into a new area. And this game has like that kind of story will make you like feel invested from the first moment in the game to the last moment in the game. And like I just love the so many iconic moments in the games also, like the first meeting with Odin, Thor. I just love that how the the main threats come to the characters. Like from the original games, Zeus came to Sparta to kill Kratos, and from this game, Thor and Odin came to Kratos' house. I just loved that actually. And like that first meeting, that first meeting of between them literally sets the tone for the rest of the game. And as it progresses towards the end, you get to know that there's a fake tree with like Odin, and it was just so crazy to me because I made a theory of that also before starting the game, and it actually came true, and I was then also like surprised. I really love that revelation about that thing. And even though like Kratos is a very powerful character, like he is not going to die anything like that. When you like in a Ragnarok, when you like go after like Brock died and go for the final mission, when you like rest in the camp, like when he's talking about telling about telling the story to Kratos about the old man. I think about the old man, he's like kind of reflecting about himself when he was like going to die by I think Elric, but he was so afraid to die, so he didn't accept it that death right there. So he couldn't continue the story because Kratos got to the sleep, and that story, kind of makes me nervous. I was like playing as even though he was playing as Kratos, it makes you nervous because the war is happening and we don't know how bigger the sacrifice also will that become, because everything was going too much easier. Like Kratos also point that a lot in the story when we were like following Ragnarok also. I just really love that, like how like they make the player a lot nervous even though you're playing as Kratos before the final war happens. And in the end also there are like so many, like the first fight with Thor was so incredible, and the end one was so incredible. The Heimdall was so innovative. I really love that. Um, and I really love the how they have come to like another level with the finishers and the brutalities in the executions. Really love that how they are so brutal. I really love that actually. And really love the development of creators also, and really love that they've added something new also, like giving us the control of Atreus and playing as him for certain section of the parts. When we like raise him Angrboda as the wolf, it just gives you like a new atmosphere also to the game, which I really like. And I want to talk about the audio design also. Really love the audio design and everything in this game. And when you like, there's one thing I want to point out is like when you like use the meteor strike move. I know that's not the real name, but that when you use the meteor strike move, that's when they reaches to the when those meteorites reaches to the ground, they actually make a sound. They make actually an arcade sound, which I like. I don't mind it, but I wouldn't like it more if they have like a very heavy voice to it. If you understand what I'm saying. So, but then also I really like the arcade voice, and that's it for the audio. I really love the audio design on each moves and everything, and really love the overall audio design of the game, and really love the performance of each character in this game. And really, especially like Lunda also, like she was also a great character, and it was also like very like in the story it was like very sad to like when you look at him, like no kid bro doesn't have an afterlife because he was the first alive you get to meet in the Norse saga, and he was like the first to die also, which was also like you can say poetic also. But really love the story, man, like how they make you nervous from before the final war, like the scene with Faye also. Really love the scenes. And I want to talk about like the Odin fight also. Like it was also good, and really loved the fight. Like and when we reaches to the ending, it was like a very satisfied moment. And when you like when the credits roll, you kind of like feel like shit. I want to like experience this for the first time again. And if you are getting that feeling, this game is like it's that quality of this game. I really got that feeling and I really know the quality of this game. Like this game has like or has to like of had everything you want from a video game. I think this game really has that everything. Like with those ledges attacks and the things they've added to make the traversal fast also with the cards also animal cards, and with those ledges drops and attacks, it has given us it enhances the momentum of the combat, even though like they have uses the finishes of the previous games also. My biggest I think my complaint from the previous game was that the traversal was very slow, but they have like able to like make a major improvement to that, which I really love that. And uh, even though they've carried some of the most of the like the attacks, runic attacks from the previous game of the blades and weapon X, but they've able to give us a new weapon, drop near spear, which I really loved. That I really love that reference. Like the when we go to the meet to the lady forge, he got the weapon. I was like so hyped. That weapon was so for a great addition to the weapon because it was the first weapon of Sparta wields also, and I really love the ability of those weapons, the runic attacks of that weapon actually. The stun it gives, it is so great actually. And what a great addition, what a great weapon. If you have played in the original games, you have a kind of habit of like using like 5 to like 6 weapons. But in this game, you use it 3. When I got that weapon, I was like, are we going to get more and more? I got greedy. But that's the game. You want to like feel it. Like we want more weapons. Even we got European spear only, but that was just I think it was like that weapon was like about like a level of 2 weapons only in the one thing. If you kind of understand what I'm saying, that weapon is so great. I really love the ghost of. They've I think from my thoughts they've taken this thing from the Ghost of Sparta game where he uses the shield and the Spartan spear, and that spear also had like infinite. In this game, they've given an explanation of like why it is infinite because of drop near rings, but that spear uh, there was no explanation, but we can use that throw it like infinitely like this spear only, and really love the design of that. And I just love that how they've taken that weapon from the Ghost of Sparta and given it a new look. And same with the Wrath Rage also. If you know, like in the Ghost of Sparta game also, he hasn't used he first time uses the Spartan Rage, and with this blades he used that with a weapon in hand, and he uses it to defeat Thanatos, the god of death. And here, when he saves Atreus from the Hellwalker, he uses that rage with the spear, with the weapon in hand. I really love they have taken some of the game elements from the Ghost of Sparta game also. Love that actually. I really love all the references about the older games that he can fight without a shield also. Like there are so many more, actually a lot more. And that when a game has the capability of like making the you like to stop your character from moving when another character is talking about about something about lore or something, is like the games you are totally in. It makes you feel like you are totally invested in that game, in that lore. You want to know more about that thing. You actually go to the book and open the notes from the creator's perspective novels, from the Atreus perspective novels, and read them. If you want to know why Kratos has taken this decision, why he hasn't taken this decision, what he thinks about this, what he thinks about that, and you actually understand the characters, why they are taking those decisions. You understand the reason behind those decisions actually, and I still love that. And after like completing the game, there's a lot more things to go. Like when we defeated the Heimdall, we were running away with Freyr also. When Birger, I just cannot remember his name. Sorry for that. I will just call him Birger, the traveler with ourselves. He make a sacrifice and fought with 2 dragons. And when we got to know that if you follow that path of him, we actually got to explore a new area in the end game time. But actually, in my personal experience, I explored it after the main ending of the game, and you're like mind blown. Literally, you got to explore a new area in a realm only, and a new realm and a new area actually, which was clouded by the area, which was clouded by clouds, and you actually got to like solve so many mysteries. There also like there was like the same destruction with where it was like with Thor and Kratos also. The when the electricity and ice confused. What is the word for that? I don't remember. You understand that, I think. I really love that you just solve the mysteries, and you got to like solve the spirits missions also. And this time you got to help the good spirits also. And you got to like fight the dragons. The dragon boss fight was like so fun in this game. I really love the dragon boss fight also, and really love the variety of attacks that drop near spear allows you to do with the imploding them, with like giving infinite spears, and like doing more stun and more like runic attacks also. Really love that actually. Love all of those things in this game. Even though backtracking in Vanaheim was like little confusing, and I think that was like the little part was confusing to me. But even though with those, but that was I think a minor problem to me. I wouldn't count that thing because of the how fast they have make the traveler fight. And I really love the one more thing about is that you get when you realize that after finishing the story after like 2 or 3 days you get to realize that like about the predictions those giants made and the fates made actually is like that's what you makes nervous. But you also know that Kate is all powerful, but that also makes you nervous as a player. That is Kate is going to die. But when we get to think about more deeply about the story, we actually think like the old part of him actually died when he changes his way during the war, in the final war, which I really loved that. And he actually becomes something new even though he couldn't forget what his misdeeds, but he actually kind of like born again, and his past self kind of die for and I really love that. And when he I just love the ending also when you get to see like he's being blessed, he will be blessed in the he will be like what do you say, loved by the people as a new god. It was like so good to it just feels so good to me actually. I really love the ending and everything about this game. And how this game was like poetic in a good way also, which I really love that. And love everything about this game actually. And yep, and this might be my personal game of the year. This might be my game of the year. And I want to think if anything I'm missing right now because I'm going to give up my result. So I think we talk about everything. I'm going to talk about like the references Ghost of Sparta, and like how he's like, and we do know that Faye also like fought it with her people giants who like change their destiny, and how like Kratos changes his ways in the last mm, uh, in the last part also. And I just loved it when they were reaching the mountain to read the shrine. Kratos actually completed his own that left story about that villager or the old man. And I how simple that ending is. Basically that what happens after Kratos when he got get a second chance with the life when he denied the death. He just goes on the journey and just goes on nothing, and he just goes on nothing after that. We know that what happens, but he decided not to tell that story to Atreus. So he kind of tells in 28 game about the horse thing, but about that, we just ended there only about that story. I think the combat is. I want to talk about the combat also. More last thing is that I want to talk about the combat. Like it is so fun actually. When you like parry so many attacks in the like so many attacks at the same time, you perfectly parry them. It is the greatest feeling in the game. I will tell you that it is the greatest feeling in the game. And I want to talk about it. Like there's so many things which are left for the future of this franchise also, like the Green Marks mystery, like in the God of War 2 when Athena make a selfless sacrifice when she died. There was a green energy there also, which was like kind of matching with the marks, and the marks had so many other languages from the other lands also. And you got to know about I developed a character of like Thor also, and Odin also, how he was like so obsessed with the knowledge and everything, and how mastery of a trickster he was actually, and how he was like watching us from the first moment of her journey to the end. Because when you like after the game you explore a prison, you've got to meet a real tier, and you actually got to see like so many dead bodies about different people. Like there are some elves, there are some dwarves, and he actually uh, take the form of them, and he actually followed you from the start of the journey to end of the journey, to make him like a so good, I would say, good challenge for Kratos also. Love the character of Odin, and love the performance of Odin, and the confrontation between Kratos and Odin was so good actually. Love the character of Sif also. Like I think Sif was like so rightfully reasonable for me. I would say that for her, that she was like rightly so reasonable. I would say that for her actually, and really want to like from the 80th perspective we get to know a lot about Thor's Odin's family also. Like I like that how game doesn't make you feel Heimdall is weaker and Thor is weaker than Heimdall. They kind of make you like feel like they are all equal in different way. But when you see like Odin is not like so in strength, it doesn't seem very fearful. But then also like the likes of Heimdall and Thor actually respects all father, and you get to see like these personalities. Like Heimdall is like he's strong in his own way. Thor is strong in his own way, and they still respect Odin a lot. You actually got to see a lot of perspective from Atreus also. I really love that storytelling about that way also. Love everything about this, and I really love the designs of Valkyrie also, and the quest with the Queen Gana also. Love that actually a lot. And there are so many things this game establishes, and so many characters or area like this game established for the new future games also, like the like Lady Forge. Like if we in the future game, if we ever go to the Lady Forge, we'll be so excited because we know that we are going to get a new weapon. Same with the Norns also, if we ever going to like pay them a visit. And same if we met a real tier also, and how like we know that for a fact that he can travel to other mythologies also, and like how important of a role he plays in the future games also, and how Atreus went on his solo journey, something can happen to him also, and that the Hellbird in the Hellion wants to retire, if she wants to take retirement, and we have to like find somebody for that place also, and how Atreus will solve the the fight between elves also. It is just this game's also set up for the future things also, future games of God of Wars. I really love that actually. I just really love that. And we also got to like see that if we like we go to like Lady Force, we know that we got to go to a new weapon, and it is just a great feeling actually. And I just love that how this game establishes more for the future games also. Love the green marks. The Mars mystery also, and like we got also know for a fact that Athena is also like a higher existence, so she might be in that realm actually of the higher existence plane. And yep, and I think really love the game. This game has to this game has everything you want from a video game, I think. And in my opinion, in my I think review, this is my personal game of the year, and my result, this game is a masterpiece. That is my review. Thank you for watching the guys. Thank you for watching me, guys. And this was my review of God of War Ragnarok. And I really appreciate you guys watching the stream. And bye bye.